Fear controls more of our lives than we realize. It holds us back, keeps us small, and convinces us that we are not ready. But the truth is, you will never feel ready. Growth isn't comfortable, and courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. Fear is natural, it's designed to protect us, but most of the time it's not protecting us from danger, it's keeping us from opportunities. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of looking stupid. These are the things that stop people from taking action. But what if you pushed through? What if instead of running from fear, you faced it head on? Think about the first time you tried something new. Maybe it was speaking in public, learning a new skill, or simply putting yourself out there. Your hands shook, your heart raced, your mind filled with doubts, but you did it anyway. And the next time, maybe it was still scary, but just a little less. The more you faced it, the more you realized it wasn't as terrifying as it seemed. The only way to stop being afraid of something is to do it, over and over again. Think about it. The first time you tried riding a bike, you were scared. The first time you spoke in front of a group, your hand shook. The first time you stepped into something unfamiliar, your mind screamed, "What if I fail?" But the more you do it, the less power fear has over you. And eventually, what once terrified you becomes second nature. Every time you push past fear, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than it. The people you look up to, the ones who seem fearless, weren't born that way. They just decided that fear wasn't going to make their decisions for them. Every time they felt afraid, they acted anyway. And with time, what once terrified them became just another part of their life. Think about successful people. Do you think they were fearless from the start? No, they were terrified, but they did it anyway. Public speakers who once struggled with stage fright now speak in front of thousands. Athletes who once doubted themselves now perform on the world stage. Writers who feared criticism now publish bestsellers. That can be you too. Imagine a life where fear no longer holds you back, where you chase your goals without hesitation, where you look back and realize that the things that once scared you are now the things that make you pleased and happy. So here's a challenge for you. Pick one thing that scares you, something you've been avoiding. Now commit to doing it, not once, but repeatedly. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, but don't let it stop you. Push through. Do it until it feels natural, until it becomes a part of you. Fear is just a feeling. It doesn't have to be a barrier. So don't wait to feel ready. Just start, because the more you do what scares you, the less it will scare you. And one day you will wake up and realize it doesn't scare you at all anymore. You are capable of more than you think. The only way to prove it is to take the first step. Keep going. Fear won't last, but your growth will. The things that scare you now, one day they won't. One day you'll look back and wonder why they ever did. But the only way to get there is to start. So take the step. Do what scares you until it doesn't scare you anymore.